Good morning. It is about 10 after 11 on Wednesday morning. It is very nice out this morning. Beautiful clear sky, nice little breeze, lots and lots of sunshine. It's very nice. Can I sit back or is the sun going to kill me? No, I think it's going to kill me. Okay, we don't want a sunburn. So anybody watching, how you doing? How you been? What you up to today? There's lots of distractions out here, sorry. So, yesterday I went to my hearing appointment in Strathroy. I got there 2 hours early. I didn't mean to. I don't like getting anywhere like on time. I like to be like a half hour early. I don't like rushing. Like I hate waiting. But even more than waiting, I hate feeling rushed. So I left the same time I always leave when I go there for an appointment, right? Because my appointments are always at the same time. So I figured it's fine. But what happened, I think a few things happened. There were several little sun showers on the way there. And the way I take is very much a very windy country road. And there's no shoulders, which kind of freaks me out. I don't know why, but it does. It freaks me out. And it's very, up and down, and it's very windy, and so I get nervous kind of driving it. If the road is anything other than dry, right? So I get to my usual halfway point, and it's sort of sun showered all the way there. I get to my halfway point, there's a Timmy's, so I always stop there, and I grab a coffee, and I get out of the car, and I have a cigarette and some coffee, and I kind of walk around the parking lot a little bit. I don't travel well. I travel better when I'm the one driving, but I need a break. I need to get out of the car. But I didn't really do that this time. Like, I stopped and I grabbed coffee, and I got out and I had a smoke. But I didn't walk the parking lot or anything. I just kind of, had my smoke, had a couple sips of coffee, and carried on, right? Well, not too long after I left the Timmy's to carry on my way, I got behind this car. And there are many reasons why I hate driving. It's the other drivers. And this person, it just couldn't pick a speed. It's like, pick a speed. The speed limit on this road is 80 kilometers an hour. So I usually do 90. But if you want to do 83, 85, that's fine. I'm not going to get mad at you. You do the speed limit. It's fine. This person would do like 85, and then go down to 80, and then go to 90, and go down to 80. And go to 85, and I'm like, not cool, my friend. Not cool at all. I hate that. I hate that so much. If you can't control your gas pedal, use the cruise, okay? If you don't know how to maintain speed on your own, use your cruise control. So, I don't know, after a few minutes of that happy horse shit, I went around them. Because done. And I looked in my mirror, and as soon as I went around this person, like 5 other cars zoomed around this person. I didn't know we had so much traffic behind us. I knew that there was a car behind me, but I just didn't realize there was 5 cars behind me. It was so funny. But from that point on, I bet you I was doing like 100 all the way into Strathroy. I was just so done. Get me out of this car. I'm done. Like when I got into town, of course, I slowed right the fuck down. I think it's like 50 in town, so cool, whatever. Oh my god. So I pull in to the street. I turn onto the street that the hospital's on because my appointment was in the hospital. And I go driving by the hospital, and as I pull up to the hospital, I looked at the time. I had 2 hours to kill. I was like, okay, well, I'll just park on the road in front of the hospital somewhere. You know, like, it's fine. Because it's paid parking, and I'm not paying for any more parking than I have to. Okay? Well, there's, like, all these no parking signs all over both sides of the street. You can't park on the road anywhere around this hospital. And I don't know Strathroy very well. My boyfriend used to live there. But I know how to get to his house and the hospital and the Timmy's, and that's it. So, I'm driving around looking for a place to pull over. And the funny thing about this town is that, like, there are no curbs unless you're, like, downtown. There are no curbs anywhere. And it was garbage day in town, apparently. Everybody had these great big garbage bins out. And I thought, shit. When I finally did find a street that I could park on, I had to wait until I found a spot that was big enough that there was space in between me and the garbage pickup in front of me and the garbage pickup behind me, because it was garbage day. And I didn't want to block any garbage men from doing their job, you know. Just because I was an ass and decided to speed and got to my appointment way too freaking early. God. So I'm sitting there, and it was a really pretty little street. It was like a side street. It was really quiet. There was lots of trees. It was very woody. It was very pretty. I'm sitting there, and I'm playing cards on my phone, you know. I put my 4-ways on. And I thought, you know, I can't sit here for 2 hours with my car running. Like, I just filled up my tank Monday night. I don't want to go through half a tank of gas, just like, that's stupid. So I had texted my boyfriend to let him know that I made it to my appointment, but I'm early. I'm trying to find a place to park. And then I called my buddy just to talk to somebody for a little, kill some time. And as I'm talking to him, my boyfriend texted me back and said, you know, there's a strip plaza on the road you came in from. Just go park in there. Nothing should, like, I totally forgot that was there. Good. Like, I drove right past it. I just wanted out of my car so bad. So I pulled out and I turned around and pulled into this little strip plaza, and I thought, I wonder if there's a diner in there. Like, I've never really looked to see what was in this little strip plaza. I knew there was a coin car wash, and I think it's a hair salon. But other than that, like, there's a couple other things, but I never really looked to see what was there. But I thought, I'm hungry, and I have 2 hours to kill. I might as well go. Like, if there's a diner, I might as well go in and, you know, have something to eat. You know, that'll kill time. That'd be perfect. So I pulled in there, and I still had my buddy on the phone. And I'm looking around. There kind of is a food place. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to pretend to. But it's some sort of, I don't know, Muslim thing or something. I don't know. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but I'm completely ignorant, and I don't know what else to call it. But I guess it's like some kind of wrap, or somebody's walking around with like an old school beatbox. Oh my god. with a strap on his shoulder. Like, what? It's like a massive radio. It's not a suitcase. Why is there a strap on it? That's weird. Anyway, and my neighbor just came home. You know what? Go in the house. These people are never outside. I come out to film, and all of a sudden they're outside. Oh my god. Okay, I think she's gone in the house. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know what else to call it. I think it's like some kind of rap or whatever. I can't even begin to pronounce it. Even the letters all together, it looks like gibberish. Like, it's just, I have no idea. But it's not the kind of thing that I was looking for at, 12:30 in the afternoon. What I kind of really wanted was like a Western sandwich. Oh, a sandwich. I might treat myself to that today. There's this place, this restaurant, that they just, the best Western sandwiches and hash browns and gravy. Oh, and we do a house that's like on the street, across the street from there. Every time we're down in that area, I'm like, I kick my boss's chair if I'm in the back. Sandwich, sandwich. We gotta go get a sandwich. I annoy the shit out of her. It's awesome. Anyway, I didn't want to do that, so I got out of the car and I had another cigarette. I just talked to my buddy, I don't know, for like an hour. And the timing was perfect because I love him to pieces. He's the brother I never had, but by the time it was time for me to get over to the hospital and whatever, actually, I think it was, we talked for quite a bit, and I sat in this parking lot where I could turn my car off and stuff. And then I thought, okay, well, it's getting close, so, I can, I think it was like 22 or 1:45 or something like that, and I thought, well, my appointment was at 2:15. So I was like, okay, well, we'll drive over to the hospital, and I'll get parked, and that I can go sit. They've got this really pretty little fountain. It's really cute. And I'll go sit over there and I'll have a cigarette and finish up the rest of my coffee, because you're not supposed to bring coffee into the hospital. They're not taking my coffee. It'll pry it out of my cold dead hand. So, I mean, twice I've brought it in. It's been fine, but there was a little fuckery when I came in with. I did come in with a bit of coffee, but anyway, I sat at this bench and I had a cigarette, had a coffee, finishing up talking to my buddy, and the timing was perfect because he started carrying on about politics or something, and I fucking refuse. Don't go there. I don't care. And I was like, okay, and I gotta go. I gotta sign in, and I had to use the bathroom, and I gotta go. We're not going there. So went in, and I needed directions because I knew he was on the 3rd floor, but I couldn't remember. Well, I thought he was on the 3rd floor, but I couldn't remember. And so I went in, and you do the whole check thing, whatever. They give you a mask. And she goes through all this, and she gives me the directions. And I go to go, and she's like, whoa, hang on a second. I'm like, I passed your test, what's your problem? She's like, I'm sorry, but you can't come in the hospital with that coffee. I was like, I'm not dumping my coffee. It's not happening. My appointment is in like 10 minutes. She's, well, you'll have to go outside. In fact, go outside and finish it. Please. I walked over to where you pay for your parking, and, you know, there was like two good gulps left in there. I chugged it back. And I threw my cup in the trash. But then over the other way was the recycling. That's important. So I walk over, and I pass the same nurse again, and I go to, you know, carry about my merry way. And she's like, you threw that in the trash. I was like, I sure did. That's where the garbage goes. She goes, there's a recycling bin right there. And I was like, you're precious. Like, you know what? You're starting to agitate me. I think we've spent enough time in life together now. I'm going to carry on to my appointment. You have yourself a fantastic day. Like the biggest smile I could come up with. You know, like, if you're having a bad day, that's not my problem. Don't start with me. Like, you want a bad day? Start with me. Jesus Christ. It's not my fault that you're on your 18th hour of doing check-ins for, like, get out of here. So I went up to my appointment, and sadly, people followed me into the elevator. Usually when I'm in the elevator, no fucks given, I take that mask down. I can't breathe with those fucking things. My nose is still stuffed up from it. It's not worth a panic attack. So, like, fuck. Anyways, so I go to the check-in, and they're super sweet. And I asked where a washroom was, because I really had to go. And if nothing else, I had to take my mask off for a minute. Fuck. So I go into the bathroom, and I, you know, do what I gotta do. Pulled my mask down immediately. So dramatic. Washing my hands really slow. Breathing. Jesus Christ. Pull my mask back up and I go out. Sat in a waiting room for a little bit. Played some cards. And I get called in for my hearing test. And the guy was like, Huey, your hearing's fine. I was like, oh, well, cool, because I can't tell anymore. I mean, it's been like 9 months or some shit that I've been dealing with this. It's like, I honestly didn't know if I just got accustomed to that feeling or if it got better. Just... He's like, nope, you're fine. He says, go and have a seat. And that was the tech. And he says, the doctor will be with you in a minute. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I'm in the waiting room again, and I'm playing cards. And there's a mom there with a little boy. And he was a cute little thing, but he was annoying as fuck. Other kids annoy the shit out of me. My kids annoy the shit out of me. He's not special. He was a lot younger, but I'm such a bitch. And he's pointing at the water fountain. Right? And asking what parts of the water fountain are. Part where you drink from, the button you push. What happens if I do this? He was pointing at the vent and asking what that did. Like, you know. And the mom's answering the questions, whatever. And he goes over. And he goes to push the button. And she's like, no, don't touch that. Don't touch that. And he says, why? He says, I want a drink. She says, we have bottled water. We don't use fountains. Don't use the fountain. The fountain's dirty. I stopped playing my game and I'm looking. But you grew up on water fountains. What's your issue? Whatever. Of course, I didn't say anything. It's not my place. But I was definitely sitting there judging. Okay. So she makes the kid come over, and she's sanitizing his hands with a hand sanitizer. Okay, fine. Then he gets down on the floor, and he's crawling around, like as kids do. He was pretty young. And she starts again, no, don't put your hands on the floor's dirty. It's like, bitch, we're in a hospital. Realistically, everything is crawling with germs. Like everything. We as humans have little microorganisms crawling on us. Always. We are filthy. What are you worried about? She gets him up off the floor. She sanitizes her hands again. I'm like, oh man, this is a kid that's going to have zero immune system. Zero. Whatever. I wasn't saying anything. I was giggling at one point. I thought it was so funny. Now look, when my kids were little, if we were at an appointment somewhere and they were crawling around on the floor, number one, they sat on my knee. I brought toys for them to play with. Quiet toys. Nothing that made noises. Because that's not fair to the people around you. The kids make enough noise. But they'd sit on my knee and play with some toys. And we would talk and kind of be silly a little bit. But you kind of keep your voice down a little bit. And, you know, it's fine. But if my kids got down and needed to crawl around on the floor, as, you know, I mean, if you're waiting for a good long while, you can't keep them still. They're kids. Let them crawl around on the floor, and when they're done, I always had wet ones on me. Wash their hands with the wet. This fucking hand sanitizer obsession is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Carry wet ones. They'll clean visible dirt off you. It's fine. It's fine. Some germs here and there are not going to hurt you. They're going to make you stronger. Like, over sanitizing is what is going to end up killing people. I'm just going to leave that there. Stop it. Stop sterilizing everything. I'm sitting there giggling at this woman. Like, not my circus, not my monkey. Have fun. So I go in and see the specialist, and he checks my ears, and, you know, gets a good look in there, and whatever the fuck it is he does. And he's like, oh yeah, he's sure 100% clear. There's no fluid in there. There's, you know, they're clean. There's not wax anywhere, like, you know, no more than there should be. You're fine. He says, but, you know, we think what it was I had a bout of the flu. I think it was just after Christmas. It's usually just after Christmas. Happens every year. I get a bout of the flu. And it's usually a lot of, like, stuffy head and zero energy. Like, the life is just sucked right out of me. That's the worst thing. I could care less if I'm sick or not. But to have zero energy just fucking sucks. So I usually get that for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, and then I'm fine, right? Like, it's fine. Sleep that shit off. We're good. It's fine. Like, I don't get sick. That's what I get every year, somewhere around Christmas time. 3 or 4 days of fuck my life, and it's fine. So he said that must have been, like, and it was my sinuses a bit too. He said, so, like, it just, when everything drained, because everything from your sinuses are all connected, like, and to your ears, right? Ears, nose, throat, it's all connected. So when your sinuses began to drain, everything got stuck, like in here. And there's like a little valve. Beep, 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 go away. Oh my God, I hate them this time of year. They're so stupid. Go away. Go away. Oh, you're gonna go in my coffee, aren't you? Oh, I hate you. Oh, little bastard. I hate bees this time of year. Or it's a wasp. Even worse. Go away. Yeah, so when they drained, it just all got stuck in my ears. He says usually it takes, I think they said like 6 weeks to clear. But yours was like 7. And I said, yes, I know. It took so much fighting and moaning and bitching and complaining to get to see a specialist, because it was like, I am beyond your 6 weeks. Like, fuck your nasal spray. Just saying. I wanted the tubes. I just wanted it gone. And he's like, oh, the spray worked, because I put up a big fuss about this fucking nasal spray. And I'm here to tell you it didn't work, because I used a full bottle of it, and then I didn't know there was a refill. So when I went to see the ENT the first time, and we booked for my getting tubes in my ears, he said, just please use the spray. I think it was 2 sprays once a day or something like that. It was 1 spray each side twice a day. I don't know, whatever. And he said to do the opposite. So, oh my God, these fucking wasps. Go back. Fly right up to your face. Fuck off. Oh my God. One more time, I'm going in the house. So, he said, please do this spray. I'm horrible at taking meds. I really am. I hate it. But I did it. And I felt no change. So I just gave up on it. I did it for, I don't know, like a week or so. But remember, I mean, I'd been doing it for like a month before. And then when I went to my test, he was like, when I went to get the tubes in, he said, there's no fluid in your ear. And I said, but I still feel the pressure. Like, it wasn't as bad, but I still felt it. And I'd been asking people, like, am I still saying what a lot? Like, do you feel like I'm asking you to repeat yourself a lot? And everybody was like, yes. So I'm like, okay. I feel like doctors tend to make me feel like I'm making shit up, or that I'm nuts or whatever, like a hypochondriac, like, yeah. And I'm not. I will deny the fact that I'm sick. Because we're not going nowhere. We're not going to no doctor. We're not going to no hospital. I'm not taking no meds. Like, it's not happening. So I don't feel like I'm like that. But these people make me like second guess myself, right? So it's like, okay, I'm in this too deep. I'm too close. Let me ask. And I asked my coworker, and she was like, yeah, she says, we have to repeat ourselves a lot to you. I'm like, okay. I asked my buddy, he said the same thing. I asked my kids, they were like, yes. Okay. So he was like, continue taking the spray and come back in September, and we'll whatever. I was like, okay, fine. So when I came back yesterday, and he's like, the spray worked. Like, the spray didn't. A bitch hasn't taken it in a month. It went away on its own. It might have helped. It might have helped loosen it a little bit. But it didn't cure it. It didn't. No. That shit happened on its own. Okay? No. But I still feel like I say what a lot. Like, because, you know, so like, I don't know, am I just spacing out? Because I don't ignore people. I mean, I ignore people that are annoying, but like, when I'm at work and stuff, I need to know what's going on, like, you know. So I'm wondering if it's like the echo in the bathroom, like, because they like to try and talk to me while I'm in a bathroom, and it's very echoey, and I usually have water running, and I'm in a shower, or I'm in a great big fucking soaker tub, and I can't freaking hear what you're saying to me. Like, you know, it's the same in the back of the van. There's all kinds of rattling, and, you know, vacuums and buckets are sloshing from here to there, and I can't hear you. So, I don't know. My boss was teasing me about selective hearing the other day, and I was like, look, no. I do that to my kids. Like, I do. I totally do that to my kids. And I totally do that if I'm not interested in a conversation. Like, I don't care. Smile and nod. But I'm talking about, like, situations where I need to know what's going on, where I am paying attention, and, you know, not being a dick. I don't know. But he said everything was fine, so. I mean, this year still feels a little weird to me, but whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe I am a hypochondriac. I mean, crazy people don't know they're crazy, right? Who knows? Now, don't take offense if you're a hypochondriac. It's a joke. Oh, look, we're at the 30-minute mark. So I'm going to boot. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do today. I really want to cut my freaking grass. I need to clean up my house, and I need to do some laundry. So, yeah, I'm going to boot and do my stuff. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So, anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.